The way a sewing machine works is actually quite incredible. You've got a thread that goes through your needle, and somehow it needs to connect with the bobbin that's below and underneath the fabric. And those two threads connect and make the stitch in the fabric. And it happens so fast, it's hard to even see what is going on. So I'm going to just take a minute and show you a little bit of how a sewing machine actually works. To do this, I've removed the bobbin case door, and I've also brought up my bobbin thread. So if you have used your thread cutter, you do need to actually make sure that you have two threads for this to work. It's a little easier. And I am going to hold on to this because I'm going to do this without fabric in the machine. So if you want, you can lower down the presser foot. It doesn't really matter. But I am turning the hand wheel towards me. And as the needle goes down, you're going to see some rotation way on the outside of the bobbin area. And there's a hook that came around and caught that pink thread. That pink thread is actually my needle thread. So when I do bring the needle to its highest position, there is now a twist. There it is, right there, the twist of the two threads together. So if I do that again, take the needle all the way down, wrap that around the bobbin. It's like playing jump rope, and there's the second twist or the second stitch that it's actually made. Now it's kind of hard to actually see what is actually going on. So why don't we take the bobbin out and peek underneath the throat plate. Now, when you ever get stitches that don't connect, have you ever had skip stitches? Let me show you why that might have actually happened. So if you've been sewing with a lot of linty threads or fabrics, there will be a dust bunny that will show up in this area. And when we make that stitch, now I'm going to do this again without the bobbin actually in it, but I want you to see what actually goes around. So see this little sharp part right here? This is the hook. The hook comes down, and as it rotates around, it will eventually become close to the needle. Let me actually lower that presser foot there. And right about here is when the hook catches the thread from the back of the needle. Then it's going to carry it with it around a second time. It's the second time is when it actually gets wrapped around the bobbin. So as it goes down, and I'm having to lower the foot because this part here is touching the presser foot. All right, so then it catches. And if your needle's bent or your thread is not a high quality, maybe it's kind of got some thin and thick parts, it won't catch that thread. But those parts, the cleaning of the machine, the putting in a new needle, and using good quality thread will all make a difference when making a stitch all connect with your bobbin thread.